Hi guys, today we're going to be solving AP-1 sumHeights2. So this question is a variation on the previous problem, so if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. We have an array of heights representing the altitude along a walking trail. Given start and indexes into the array, return the sum of the changes for a walk beginning at the start index and ending at the end index. However, increases in height count double. For example, with the heights 5, 3, 6, 7, 2, and start equals 2, end equals 4, yields a sum of 1 times 2 plus 5 equals 7. The start and end index will both be valid indexes into the array with start is less than or equal to end. So this problem is very similar to the previous problem, except there's one variation. Now, if there's an increase in height from the starting position from the current position to the path after, we see that 6 is less than 7, so the difference is going to be an increase. So if our current position is less than the position we're heading to, you want to double the difference. Otherwise, if we're going down, as seen from 7 to 2, we're not going to be doing anything. All we're going to do is just add the difference again. Okay, so to do this, like the last one, we're going to need a variable that will store all the changes in height. And like the last problem, we will need to start at start and iterate all the way to end. Now, unlike the last problem, we're going to need an if statement. So, if start I is less than, if heights I is less than heights I plus 1, if our current position is less than the path in front of us, then we want to count plus equal heights I plus 1 minus heights I, all of this in parentheses, because we want that to happen first. We want the subtraction to happen first. We're going to multiply that to count. So, if this is true, we know that the path after is larger than the path we are on right now. So we know that 7 is larger than 6. Since that is true, we can subtract 6 from 7, and with that difference, we're going to multiply that by 2 and add that to count. So that's what this if statement does. Otherwise, this is a decrease. Otherwise, we're just gonna do the exact same thing as the previous problem. All we're doing is count plus equal math dot abs heights I minus heights I plus 1. Or actually, logically, we could just do this. Heights I plus 1 minus heights I. Okay, to reiterate one more time, what this if statement does is, if our current, where we are right now, let's say we're currently at 6, it's going to compare the value at index 2 and at index 3. 6 is less than 7, so this if statement is true. We're going to be adding 2 times the difference between 7 and 6, and that is 1 times 2, so we're going to add 2. In a different case, where this if statement is false, like when our current value is at 7 and we're headed to 2, we're going to go into this else portion of the code. Here, we're just going to add our current value because we know our current value is greater than the value after. We're just going to do our current value, heights I minus heights I plus 1, 2, to give us a positive number. Because remember, we don't want to be adding negative numbers into our count variable, only positive numbers. After all of this, simply have to return count. See if this works. Cool, it works.